ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa àṣírí ti ń tú o, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ àṣírí ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí ti ń tú. Àṣírí ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí Donald Trump, ìyẹn ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè Amẹ́ríkà, tó fi ọ̀rọ̀ léde wípé ńkọ́ o, òun fẹ́ kógun wọ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nítorí àwọn tí wọ́n náà ń pa kìrìsìtẹ́nì ní Nàìjíríà. Ṣé ẹ ti rí, ó fẹ́ dàbẹ́ pé fídíò pásítọ̀ yìí òun ni Donald Trump rí tó fi sọ wípé òun fẹ́ gbégbésẹ̀ tó fẹ́ gbé. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ farabalẹ̀ kẹ́ wá lọ gbóhun tí arákùnrin yìí sọ, ìyẹn òyìnbó yìí, kẹ́ tún wá farabalẹ̀ kẹ́ tún gbọ́ àwọn tí pásítọ̀ yìí náà sọ. Àwọn orúkọ tẹ́ ń rí yẹn, àwọn orúkọ tí wọ́n ti dẹ́mi wọn légbodò ní north nìyẹn o. Lára àwọn tí ó jẹ́ kí pásítọ̀ yìí kó jáde sọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn, èyí tí Donald Trump náà ti wá rí. Ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ nu fọ́nrán yìí. Bí ẹ bá ti ń wo fọ́nrán pásítọ̀ yìí tán, ẹ tún wá lọ gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu àwọn journalist, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn investigative journalist tí wọ́n ti ṣe ìwádìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ẹ gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu Dr. Kẹ́mi Olúnlọ́yọ̀, ẹ gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu Adéọlá Fáyẹ̀hùn, ẹ gbóhun tí wọ́n sọ. Àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tí Donald Trump fẹ́ gbé yìí, ipa wo ló máa ní lórí ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà? Àǹfààní wo ló wà ń bẹ̀? Ìpalára wo ló wà ń bẹ̀? Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, àfi kí Elédùmarè kó ṣàánú wa, kó má jẹ́ kí wàhálà wọlé Yorùbá, kó má jẹ́ kí wàhálà Nàìjíríà kó rí dààmú pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí ni. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí n gbà yín lákòókò. Ìkànnì Yorùbá Space TV lẹ́wà o, ẹ máa bá wa bọ̀.
Please tell Trump to save our life in Nigeria. They are killing Christians in Nigeria, massacre Christians. They are tired to be outside performing burial every day, and they expect us to silence.
He's asking us. He's asking us for help. We have the ability in our day and age to actually do something. To have a video like this reach the ears of the president. Spam tag Donald Trump in these comments. Let's get this message to the president and let him know that we care about our own body as Christians. They're our own body. They're in the body with us. And if they're being massacred, if they're being martyred, if they're being cut, if they're being shot, so are we. And there are things we can do about it. We can bring awareness, yes, but there are organizations that are literally boots on the ground, saving them, providing aid to them, trauma counseling them, food, shelter, Bibles, all of that. I'll put a link in my bio for Global Christian Relief. Let's take care of our own body. If you gave $1 a day, $5, whatever the Lord calls you to give a day, it would go so far. And I believe one day you might stand before a brother and sister in Christ who was in this position in Nigeria, and they'll look at you and say, you don't know me, but you helped me when I needed it most. I refuse to be silent on these issues, and I also refuse to just let my mouth run on these issues. Let's tangibly do something. Let's reach out, because the rest of the world, this is a scripture, the rest of the world will know him by our love for each other in the body. Guess what? The Nigerian Christians being massacred right now, that's our own body.
So Trump says that he might go into Nigeria, guns are blazing, to wipe out terrorists and save Christians. And I see that some Nigerians are celebrating. I know that a lot of Nigerians are in love with Trump. And in fact, many of them are saying that this doesn't mean that he wants to invade Nigeria, that he will just be quick and sweet. Because of the way he puts it in his tweet, he wrote in there that he's instructing the Department of War to prepare for action. He said it will be quick, it will be swift, it will be sweet. Personally, I am hoping that he doesn't follow suit. I'm really, really hoping that he won't actually do it. Let's hope so. Of course, I'm in support of stopping all aid. Like, seriously, why are we still collecting aid at this age? But history shows that help by invasion often makes things worse, not better. In 2001, when the US wanted to invade Afghanistan, they said at that time that it would be a quick, decisive military action to topple the Taliban and dismantle Al-Qaeda. It ended up being 2 decades of war, with more than 200,000 people killed. When the US invaded Iraq to topple Saddam Hussein, they said that it would be a quick operation. They said it would be quick, only for state institutions to collapse, huge civilian casualties, and years of insurgency. The death toll from that is estimated to be 150,000. And then the power vacuum created the condition for new terrorist groups to grow. That's how ISIS started. In Libya, when the US removed Gaddafi, there was no more stable government. Libya fractured into rival militias and became a hub for smuggling and violence. Even the Somalia mission in the 90s, when the US went there, they called it Operation Restore Hope. It started out as a humanitarian mission to provide famine relief amid a civil war. In fact, they said it would take 30 to 45 minutes. But guys, it soon evolved into a more aggressive state building and counterterrorism effort, which eventually led to the disastrous Battle of Mogadishu in October of 1993. And the thing is, guys, Nigeria has a lot of natural resources. We have oil, we have gold, we have a lot of things that some people want. I'm just saying, personally, I believe that nobody knows your house like you do. And so I think that the best solution is for the Nigerian government itself to take care of business and tackle insecurity. We've been shouting about this now for God knows how long. It's more than a decade that we've been talking about insecurity in Nigeria. We are the ones that know the sponsors, the people that are financing these operations. That is where to start. Because if we really want to take care of the bandits, if we want to take care of the armed Fulani herdsmen, if we want to take care of Boko Haram or the kidnappers, all these groups, especially in northern Nigeria, we can do it. We can. It's just a matter of, do we want to? Because I don't understand. Why wait for Trump to... I'm tired. Meanwhile, I'm curious, can anybody explain why you think he would use the word disgraced country? Because he said that we may very well go into that now disgraced country. Like, disgraced as how? And you want to say the country you refer to as disgraced?
If my government is denying genocide, what will they say about this? United Nations, European Union, take note. This is the genocide of people that were killed on the fateful day of 7 March 2010. Massacre at Dogona Hawa Plateau State. Names of victims that were killed. Machineries were brought from Niger Republic. They were brought from Chad. They were brought from Burkina Faso, Senegal. They were hired into the nation. They mix up with those from Maiduguri. That's a Muslim state. Also from Gombe, Muslim state. In fact, they trooped into this place, Bauchi. This is the route that they took. By about midnight, they invaded this village. We are living peacefully in this Dogona Hawa. These are the victims of massacre. Davo Bitrus, Chuan Bitrus, John Nash Ren, Ngoyisa Danjuma, all they are under the grave. Karos Nash, Lydia E. Danjuma. See the name. 100 is moving to 66. Ended by Israel Simon, Lydia Bulus Chuang, Da Labi Dung. And look at this place too. Dadung, Dabong Dung, Justina Gang, Sani, Pam, Victor Pam. To summarize, to go down to 126. Ran top with Ungoti Tigwam. We move also to 127. Dan Juma Gob, Victoria Zang, Tess Crooks. You have been looking for facts. Look at facts. To prove Nigeria government are biggest liar. If they taught them, they would say Muslims are also killed. By who? By Muslim terrorists. After they have eliminated Christian from Katsina, from Zamfara, from Borno, what next? Then the Christian that escaped from the far north, Sokoto, they were able to locate and come back to Plateau State. Because, and they moved down to the south. They escaped their life. Now, the rural villages of Sokoto, Muslim state, Katsina, Muslim state, if you find a Christian, is in the town, the city, headquarters of the state. That's where there's security. But in the villages, Boko Haram has taken over the villages. Once you're a Christian, you can only be a Christian by serving them as slaves in the local government. Look at what has happened to 189. Look at this monument. It's a memory for what is happening. Chuan S. Dung Gang boat moving down to 252 people. Joseph Johanna. Now let's go back to see the other side of the monument. It continues from 250. Zongdungzi, Chuandi, Jik, Da Jiang Pam Tang, Kumbo Jiang Tang. It moved down to 315. That is Nerat Jong. We move again to 316. Peace John, Ezekiel Pam. It moved down again to 378. That's Paula Joseph Nyam.
Sure.
It shift again from the top. Da Dungyang, Well Davo. It moved down to 401 and 41. Da Gom Elia was among them this. Mandung Christopher, that's 402. Garba Danjuma, he moved down to round up to 501. Apart from this list that are here, there are many. Only vultures that were dragged into those rocks. Women were dragged for raping that day. Come and see what happened. Look at the monument. Now can we say there was no genocide in those places? Children are there. There are two accounts of record. The one that I have here, the one that I have here, you can see their lists and their ranks in wherever they are. Children were battered. Children, they are among those names. And I have it here, compiled by my father, Reverend Danyam Dung, my brother. We have seen here the name of children and adults. Look at it. Ungola Rababulus, adult. Sandra Bitrus, child. Gabriel Bitrus, child. Ngo Yisa Danjuma, adult. Ngo Laraba Danjuma, adult. Timothy Ezekiel Danjuma, child. Lydia, child. Obadiah, child. and somebody will come out and say there was no genocide. This God that we serve, under this Muslim ticket, any Christian that will vote Muslim ticket, may God forgive him. May God show him mercy. He has received his number, 66. I cancel my faith to Muslim ticket. Nigeria is for all of us. Nigeria is for both Muslim and Christian. Nigeria have been working on Muslim and Christian, Christian and Muslim. Why now? That is marginalization. That is genocide. In the world of the politics, the Islamic people have genocide us by killing the Christian, becoming a second man in Asoro. And the so-called Christian don't know what is happening. And those kind that came out and said there's no chance, the grave, the death of these people is screaming in heaven. 501 people are here. 501. They are right inside it. 501. Please, and then the Senate are coming. Show them this. My Senate are coming to meet their colleagues. Senate, the screws, take this and present it to them. Is it not genocide? 501 people. And they were able to stand for Hamas and say Israel is committing genocide. What is genocide? It's in us. Look at the names that are here. There. They are right here in the grave. Dogo Nahawa. By the power of Jesus, we are coming back for real documentary. And we have done it, and we continue to show the world since Remo Amokere has invited to fact-finding. Do you bring the American people to this place for fact-finding? Did you bring them to this genocide ground? Remo Amokere, why didn't you bring them to Plateau to come and see this place? Are they not people? All are Christians. And you come out and tell me that there's also genocide. That even Muslims have been to shower down, to wash down that Christians have been killed. Muslims are also killed. By who? Is it we Christians that were killing the Muslims? No. That's not our portion in faith. We love the Muslims. We care for them. And we are ever ready to help them. But yet, they are bent to grab our lands. They are bent to take over our villages. They are bent to take over the state of Plateau State, Benue. They are bent to take over. They have taken over Nasarawa State. And they are bent to take this place. We will fight to finish it. We will defend our land to death. As Adesina said, why shall he want us to lose our life and land? It's better for us to lose our land so that we should remain. Adesina, you have never come across. The power of the cross will crush you. During Buhari, you were defending Islam. No problem. We will maintain our land. They removed Christopher because he was trying to bring justice. And the justice was crushing the terrorists, the people insurgent that were brought from outside the nation. And they start shouting, oh, they are killing Muslims. Anakashe Muslimi, Anakashe Muslimi. Wallahi, Tinubu, Kachire, Christopher Zegamada, Demu. You thought we don't know? They cripple him. He want to act. They will say it's a genocide. Ribado is there as the advisor. Very wicked advisor. An evil advisor. He could not give advice to protect our land. but he's displaying religion agenda. God will fight for us when the time has come. And all Christians are I urge you all over the world. If you don't pray for Christians in Nigeria, be ready to face the judgment. This is what is happening. We are all living under fear caused by some people. May God be with us in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you.
United States. I am a Nigerian, and I want to tell everybody what's going on with this whole CPC thing with President Trump, and the entire government is supporting it, a country of particular concern. Nigeria has been a country of particular concern from day one. I went on Fox News, CNN, CTV, CBC, Russian television, RT. I went on so many networks since 2002 with regards to terrorism in Nigeria, when Boko Haram first evolved, around that time, 2002. Now, we've had successive governments, government after government, trying to fix the problem, but somehow they don't realize that the problem is within. The enemy is within. We found politicians who were sponsoring these bandits, terrorists, to bomb places, to kill people. We found them acting or even operating towards times when elections are coming. It's been a nightmare. It's a menace in Nigeria. Now, let me explain what's going on with Christian genocide. There is Christian genocide, no doubt, okay? Muslims are out there attacking me and attacking other people. I left comments at Fox News and other networks yesterday, and the White House handles. People are attacking me because they don't want to know the truth. That's very typical of Nigerians. Nigerians don't like the truth, right? And I, Kemi Olunloyo, I'm the one that gives them the truth. I fled Nigeria 3 years ago. Okay, I'm a persecuted journalist and arrested 3 times by a pastor, among other people. At the end of the day, okay, Nigeria is not safe for journalists. There is no journalist who will talk to you about this. Okay, many TV networks are owned by the politicians and businessmen that are frustrating us. So these journalists, if they go out talking about them, they'll get fired or even get killed. So people like me outside the country, I can clearly tell you what's going on. Now, what you'll find out is when Ted Cruz, Senator Ted Cruz, and Representative Riley Moore and others were tweeting these things, Nigerian government officials were coming to their tweets and abusing them and calling their names, calling them ignorant, that killings going on in every single religion, blah, 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 blah. These same people actually talking on these tweets, before they got into the government, they were also against that Christian genocide. We have their tweets. We can see their tweets clearly when they were bashing the former presidents. Now that they're in power, they want to act as if it's not happening. You see, what's happening in Nigeria, okay, it's targeted genocide, all right? What happens is Boko Haram does not like education. They don't like Western education, and they don't like women. They're more like they're like the Taliban, but worse, okay? And if they find Muslims like themselves supporting Christians or supporting anything that has to do with modern education or stuff, they'll go and kill them too. So when Boko Haram and terrorists and bandits and all the different factions of Al-Qaeda in West Africa, when they go attacking Muslims and mosques, it's because they're pissed off that those Muslims are supporting some of our stuff, like Western education, modern things, okay? So they use that as a psychological cover-up, okay? The real people they're after are the Christians, and they're killing pastors, killing church members, everything. I personally, as a journalist, have covered several church attacks. Our church attack was in the southwest of Nigeria, very unusual for our area, the Yorubas. I mean, men went into that church. They lined up on either side of the church and fired into the church and killing congregation. It's like something that happened, it's like Annunciation in, I think it was Minnesota or Minneapolis there. There's school church that they went to shoot up there. One person, but now we're talking about 4 or 5 or 10 people shooting at the entire congregation. I saw the pictures. I covered this in Nigeria. And let me tell you, I was the one that gave the exclusive about the people that died in that church because the government was trying to suppress the numbers to 12, 13, when it was 32 people. That was my story in 2022. Just type it OWO, church attack, OWO. You'll see it. And at the end of the day, they claim they arrest certain people. Where are they? Are they in prison? Have they been locked up? Did they go to trial? We just don't hear anything anymore. And we never see the face of the victims. As a journalist of 31 years, retired now, when you have this kind of stuff, you must see the faces of the victims. They must remain in the news. They must never be forgotten. I also covered Medalla. I wasn't there physically, but I was woken up by CTV Canada on Christmas Day in 2011. They called me because I was a journalist that knew all this stuff, and I was a journalist from Nigeria. So type in the Christmas Day attacks 2011, Christmas Day bombing, Christmas Day church attacks. It's on Wikipedia. 2 churches were simultaneously bombed, and after the explosion went off, people were running for their life. They not opened fire on people running out of the church. I mean, it's so callous and horrible. It's been going on for years, and it has to stop. And I think President Trump, being the peacemaker, can end this stuff. He is the peacemaker president around the world, and he can intervene. Nigeria and America have relations. The U.S. embassy is out there. You know, we do a lot with America. There are a lot of Nigerians in America and a lot of Americans in Nigeria. Even President Trump's grandson, Alexander, is partly Nigerian. So as a country of particular concern, President Tinubu needs to handle this now, because they can't go anywhere. The entire cabinet, every conservative talker, conservative lawmaker, everybody, even Democrats. Nigeria is a killing ground. I can't do this video in my house in Nigeria. They'll come for me. They'll come for me. If the government doesn't come for me, the DSS and all those useless agencies, the people will come for me, the Muslims. All right? If you guys remember, I was in that WhatsApp group when I was begging that girl to stop arguing with them about Prophet Muhammad, the Deborah girl, and she refused. They ended up killing this girl and burning her in a jungle justice fashion. They waited for her outside of the university or the college she went to. Christian genocide is present in Nigeria. Nobody must try to dispel that, all right? America doesn't have any agenda for Nigeria. I've seen all kinds of stupid comments. It's real. Because they're going to say, oh, yeah, they killed the Muslims, so they bombed the Muslim. Government officials shouldn't even be saying that, because that means you can't rule the government. So don't try and say it's Muslims and Christians too. The target is Christians, and Christian genocide will not be tolerated. I'm so glad the peace president has involved himself now, President Trump. Oh, regarding the grandson I was talking about, that's Tiffany Trump's son. Tiffany's married to Masad Bullo's son, Michael Bullos. Michael Bullos is partly Nigerian and Lebanese, and Masad Bullos is Nigerian, Lebanese American. Is the senior advisor for Africa. Yes, he came to Nigeria recently and said they haven't seen evidence of this genocide. It's there. He came to see the vice president and the president, and they need to tell the truth. We have a Muslim government and a Muslim country. I hate to say it that way, but it is what it is. I'm Kemi Olunloyo, Dr. Kemi, retired journalist, 1994 to 2025, February. But I'm still talking. It's very important we talk about these things. You can follow me at Dr. Kemi of Nigeria on Instagram. I blog about the Trump administration. Dr. Kemi of Nigeria on Instagram and on Facebook. I'm no longer in Kemi Talks. Facebook, Kemi-fied Africa, women's page. Thanks for listening. Today's November 1st, 2025.